And Denny P67, I know she mentioned a Diglett. This is not a Diglett. One more level. And we're going to start this off on a high note. We're going to start this off with an evolution. And just so you know, I got us this close. This should do it. This should put us over the edge. 692 experience points. It's more than enough to get us to level 42. We should see our Rhydon right here. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Denny P67, the Rhydon, who wants to learn Hammer Arm. Alright, time for our encounter. Latios. So let's get this encounter here and hopefully get something a lot better than the Igglybuff. We do. It's not like super broken, but right now we can use some good strong water types on the team. Do we have any? We got like we'll throw 7. We don't have to. We just need to throw 2. Just 2. All we need is 2. And that works out well for us. So I should have prepared. I have not been good at preparing nicknames for any of the Pokemon coming into this series. I will name this what I typically name it. It's a Pokemon. I'm going to name this what I typically name my Tentacruels. Now let's see what we can Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's not that time, not quite yet that time, because before we get into the episode proper, I want to show you all some of the fun stuff that happened during the grinding montage, aka a bunch of Pokemon evolutions. So, in a split second, we're going to bwop. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, for the first time since the last time, it is that time, right about that time, for your favorite Pokemon challenge and mine. My name is Sebastian Todd III. You may call me ST3. And this is the HeartGold Randomizer Nuzlocke, the first series ever on the channel. The first series, but not the last, and we are at episode 21. And if you have been along for the ride with us since episode 1 and are enjoying the series, please hit the like button down below. Hit subscribe because, as I said, this is not the last series on the channel. In fact, it is just the beginning. And if you are somehow here at episode 21 and have not enjoyed it so far, drop a comment below and let us know some constructive criticism of what you want to see. Hopefully you've seen some improvement over the last 20 episodes, and we'll see even more here in episode 21. But episode 21, we have done some grinding, so we're going to kick off with just showing you a little bit of the team, where we're at, and then we are going to take on the Elite Four, and that will be the entirety of this episode. So let us go into the PC, because we trained up a lot of mods. So we here, let's go to summary and make this easier. We have Pangea R, Torterra, level 51 with Poison Point, Crunch, Earthquake, Giga Drain, and Razor Leaf now on Torterra, Pangea. We have Hammer, our brand new Garchomp, Rough Skin the ability, Slash, Crunch, Dragon Claw, and Dig. We still have Nurse back here, Color Change, which kind of nerfs it a lot. Quick Attack, Feint Attack, Confuse Ray, Pursuit. We have Orion, our level 40 Omastar, Hustle, for an ability Bite, Surf, Whirlpool, Waterfall. We have Aiken level 40 in the back, Power Trick, Psybeam, Ancient Power, and Hyper Beam with a Rockhead. We have Mascot, our Pikachu. We train this up to level 40 with Illuminate, Thunderwave, Discharge, Thunderbolt, and Slam. If we find a Thunderstorm, we can get ourselves a Wide Troop. As you probably saw in the opening with all of the evolutions, right? Here is one of them, Rose, our Roserade with Ice Body, not a great ability. Not a bad one, but not great. Giga Drain, Petal Dance, Synthesis, and Grass Whistle, probably the best of the abilities for the grass Pokemon that we trained up, because at least it gets some health back. Shucky with Forecast, not so much. I don't think this would transform in the weather, but Leaf Blade, Sleep Powder, Ring Out, and Razor Leaf on the Victory Bell, and then Blossom, Stormy with Minus, which doesn't hurt us at all, but doesn't help us, Giga Drain, Pell Dance, Acid, and Moonlight. And then we got Crimson up to level 40. Our Rampardos, our shiny, gorgeous Rampardos, Shield Dust with Rock Slide, Assurance, Ancient Power, and Zen Headbutt. And that is the backup team there in the PC. And as you can see, at some point we will get up Glaceon and Magby and Meowth. But let's take a look at the actual team that we will be going into the Elite Four with. So the actual squad, we have the legendary, not the legendary, Articuno took a Broticon down with it, but we have our legendary, Dander's level 50, the Latios, with Soundproof and the moves Zen Headbutt, Dragon Breath, Fly, and Recover. We have Cruella, the Tentacruel Sandveil with Poison Jab, Sludge Bomb, Waterfall, and Surf. We have Denny, P67, Stone Edge, Hammer Arm, Earthquake, and Rockslide with Water Absorb. We have Luca the Lucaria, Chlorophyll with Dark Pulse, Dragon Pulse, Aura Sphere, and Calm Mind. We have Bartlett, the Meganium with Storm Drain, Pedal Dance, Cut, Razor Leaf, and Light Screen. And we have Sunday, the Snorlax with Adaptability, Strength, Amnesia, Crunch, and Belly Drum. And if you didn't notice, the entire team is level 50, so that we can go into this battle as prepared as we can. There are a handful of things that we can sell, which we will do, and we will load up on some potions. We will head into the Elite Four as prepared as we can be. I think that's pretty much everything we have that we can sell, or at least we can sell the revives. Because we can't use revives in a Nuzlocke, we can sell the protein. Maybe it's protein. I said Carbos. We'll sell that. All right. And then we don't need that many. But let's buy 6 so that we have 10 of those. Let's buy 13 so we're 50. Let's look at full heals. We have 25, so feel pretty good about that. All right. So this is it, the Johto finale, as it were. This will be the whole episode. If this takes us 5 minutes, we're going to have a very short episode. I'm guessing it takes longer than that, but this is the entire episode. We are taking on the Elite Four. So leave comments down below. How do you think we're going to do? Unscathed? All 6 of our team comes out unscathed? Do you think we're going to lose them 1 or 2? Be honest. We can take it. Give me 1 quick second. There we go. Okay. We had speed up still turned on. So, all right, Porygon 2. Not anything we're super duper worried about here. It might have Ice Beam. It goes for Magnet Rise instead. We have Recover on Latios. And the commentary probably is going to be a lot around what we're facing. We'll take the Paralysis. Because this has not been a perfect run. As you guys know, we lost some Pokemon. So, definitely. And let's adjust the camera a little bit and get some of our Poke friends in the background with us. At least Piplup and Charmander here with us. Let's try to fly. Let's see if Porygon 2 is weaker to physical moves here. It's not. Ooh, Signal Beam will probably be super effective and do good damage to us. It did. I think we take it down with a Dragon Breath. I don't think a crit would take us out with a Signal Beam, so I feel pretty confident going for this. And the first Pokemon is down. Good start to the Elite Four. Lunatone. We definitely have a counter for Lunatone, so we will bring in Cruella. We could have put the experience share on to any of our Pokemon. We probably will do that between the first and second battle if I think about it. I honestly didn't think about it. Surf should be a one-shot. We're 9 levels higher. It's super effective and special against Rock-type Lunatone. There it goes. Alright, 2 Pokemon up, 2 down. Going into a Psychic, or sorry, a Poison type. We could go into our Psychic type. It will probably have Bite or Crunch. So if that speeds us, it could do some damage. But we have super effective Stab, Zen Headbutt, which should be a one-shot. And while we do, a reminder, not sponsored by Yeti, but drink your water, recycle your bottles if you're using disposable. We do one shot, 3 up, 3 down. Excuse me, 2 to go here in battle number 1. They are bringing in their Rhydon. I know in the last episode we took down the Rhyperior with our Rhydon. But we will play it safe because we don't want to lose anything. Oh, I forgot all about that. That's why we're using Rhydon, right? That's okay. That is okay. We have Bartlett, still quad effective with grass instead of water. We will watch that health bar tick, 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 tick. Oh, it lived on like 2 or 3. It's going to go for a berry, it looks like. Hammer Arm will do okay damage to us, but we're not too worried about it. We definitely outspeed anyway, and speed falls. So we will Pedal Dance and should take down the Rhydon right here. And we do. Alright, and I think there's one more. Finneon, we are going to keep Bartlett right in. Let the Pedal Dance go. This should kill. Traced our Storm Drain, but we're not using water. We're using our grass typing here. And we get the one shot. 1 up, 1 down. Everybody's still good to go. We will heal up. We will throw the experience share on one of our Pokemon here. Who do we want to have the extra experience? We're going to put it on Sunday just because it took some time to train up Sunday. Probably the slowest of all of our Mons to level up. Nothing wrong with that, but if we can speed things up a little bit with the experience share, we will take it. Alright, and let's heal up the team before we go on to our second battle. And this is part 2 why I don't want to buy a ton of like full restores. They're helpful, yes, and they bring us max, but A, the only Pokemon right now that has more than 200 health points is Snorlax, aka Sunday. So Hyper Potions make the most sense. And we don't have any status conditions on any of the Pokemon, so we're only really healing up HP. So having a good mix of Hyper Potions, maybe some full heals just in case you need one in a battle, and then having a handful of full restores just in case, isn't a bad idea, but I think if you just go in totally full restore, you get fewer healing items in that instance, and they're not always applicable for everything. So we start with Skarmory in battle number 2. We don't really have anything super effective for this because we don't have, well, Rock might be, but I don't know if Steel resists rocks, to be honest. We're kind of hopeful for the paralysis there. We did not get it. Maybe we can get it here. He set up spikes, so now anybody we bring in is going to get some damage from the spikes. The crit helps. 2 layers of spikes now, so if at all possible, we want to keep Danders in. Because we don't have anything like Rapid Spin or... I think that's really... There's... I'm trying to think. I think there's another move that would get rid of them, but I can't think what it is off the top of my head. If you can think of it, put it in the comments below. There's the paralysis. A 3rd layer of spikes. He is really going for some damage with those spikes. Thankfully, they're just spikes and not toxic spikes, so we don't have to worry about like getting poisoned or anything like that. But and they're normal, I believe, so it won't be great. Oh, Defog is the other one. That's the other one. Defog. which I don't even think is in this gen. Heavy duty boots are in this gen. Alright. Nidorino, we are not afraid of that. We don't need to switch out. We have super effective Zen Headbutt for the Nidorino. There we go. My guess is if they had something that would counter Danders, they would have just sent it out. Oh boy. This is where a good fire type would have been helpful. This is where having sold that Magmarizer at the very beginning of the series doesn't help us at all. Wow, the spikes did a lot to us. Now, if we're only 9 levels higher, but if we can get this move off first, we can't. But Iron Defense, it didn't Magnet Rise, which is what I was really afraid of. Earthquake is super effective. The defense, the extra defense isn't going to allow us to one-shot, probably. Yeah. And it can do, okay, it's Psychic. I'm going to say if it has like a good Steel type or Hammer Arm, it could do some damage to Denny P67. Psychic did a lot anyway, but a second Earthquake should take it down. Gosh, I love Metagross. That would have been great to have on the team, but we don't need it. We have Denny P67 to take it down. All right. Empoleon. We are definitely not staying out with Empoleon. We are going to go to Luca. We could go Gracier, but being part Steel, we will take the damage with we can get. And you know what? I'm trying to think. I don't think Empoleon's going to have a ton. I think we Calm Mind. If we need to, we can heal up, but I don't think it can one-shot us. We can heal up if needed. I went for Brine. I don't think that's super effective against us. Yeah, we're good. And Empoleon is holding some Black Sludge, which is going to take a little damage every time. So we are sitting pretty. And the one-shot. Pachirisu, we could go into something else, but, Rhydon specifically, but we've got the Calm Mind up. So why not go for something neutral? It should take it down. And I will shout out to Denny P67, Brodicon, the late great slacking that is in our death box. Oh, it did not one-shot. And Danders, all named after viewers who have left comments in previous episodes. So if you want to have a Pokemon named after you, we got a ton of encounters coming up in Kanto once we get there. But leave a comment down below, and we will try to name you, or name a Pokemon after you. We won't name you after a Pokemon, because then your name would be, Lucario instead of Steve or whatever. But let's heal up again here. So far, we're doing pretty good. I mean, that one, we took some more damage for sure. Seeing a Metagross is terrifying. Let's get the team healed back. There we go. Let's see if we have something that's a little bit... Yeah, Soda Pop would be nice. There's a Super Potion there, too. We don't want to waste that, all of it for 31 hit points. Health points, not hit points. All right. 2 up, 2 down. 3 to go, I do believe. So get the Elite Four and then the champion. And Celio comes out first, which is super effective against us with some ice moves. We might be able to take it down with one shot, but it's probably not worth the risk here. This might be a good spot for Luca and some fighting type moves. It leads with Halo, which will do some residual damage to us over the next few turns, but we're not too super worried about that. In fact, we will Calm Mind up. Let's see if we can maybe set up right here on Celio. So he raises our attack, which isn't nice. If we hit ourselves in confusion, this won't go well for us. And there it is. That's going to do decent damage to us. So tried to rest, which we're fine with. We're going to take some more hail damage. Here's something we're going to do right now. We're going to actually use a full restore. Because we'll get the half health back, and we should clear confusion. Then we can try to Calm Mind again and maybe set up again. And if he confuses us again, then we'll just simply use a full heal. But if we can set up on Celio to make the rest of this entire thing, this entire trainer battle, that much easier for us. All right. So our attack is now +2. Our special attack is +2. Look at that. We have a berry for it. We'll take that instead. Save a full heal. Sets back up the hail, wants to make sure it's getting some kind of damage on us. We're okay with that. We're okay with the hail. We can work around the hail, for the moment at least. Calm Mind again. Mrs. Swagger, we're +3. If we can get 3 more of these off, that's +6. That's max out. And then we should be able to just sweep whatever else Bruno has. There's another Swagger. That's okay. Now we will use the full heal because +3 we could take ourselves out just sitting ourselves in confusion. We don't want that. It tries to rest again. So it has Swagger, Rest, and Hail. It hasn't gone for any kind of attacking move yet. I've lost count. Is this 4 or is this 5? I think it's 4. The hail is stopped, so we're not getting any residual damage, at least on this turn. I anticipate it goes for hail to put it back up. It did. Which means if this was 6, Calm Mind won't do anything for us. And if it was 5, then Calm Mind will put us at +6. Alright, okay, so we're at 6. This is fine. The Swagger will come in. We'll get hit by hail. We'll use one more full restore just to get us back 100%. No confusion, no health issues, and then we can start just hopefully sweeping the entire team here. Otherwise, this is a giant waste of time. If the next Pokemon is something like we can't do anything to, then we got some type coverage. We got Dragon and Dark type moves on this, so anything that comes in next, we should be fine. Like a Garantina, I think we can take it. And they're all special moves we have. We built Luca just for this fight, I think. We didn't know it, but we built him special. Let's see. This should one-shot easy. We're +6. It's stab. It's super effective. Boom, there goes Celio. All right. 4 more Pokemon. Please tell us that the Calm Minds were worth it. Thankfully, it's not a Metagross. It's a Beldum. I think our Dark Pulse +6 should do just fine right here. It does. Wonderful. And the hail is stopped. Rhyhorn, we are not worried about Rhyhorn. We've got super effective Aura Sphere. That should take the Rhyhorn down. Trickled a little slower than I would have liked it to, but we got the Rhyhorn down. We went to level 52 because I didn't want to be super over-leveled. Young Mega is flying and Bug, I believe. I know it's Bug. I think it's flying. I don't think it can do much to us. It might have like Gust or something like that, but I'm guessing plus, or yeah, +6 in special attack. I was right. And then Celebi, we're not worried about a Celebi either. Yes, it could have Confusion, but Confusion's the strongest psychic type it gets. We are also part Steel. We have Dark Pulse. We should take down that trainer. So good job, Luca. The Calm Minding worked out. Boom. And then we'll go grab that super potion, unless we have an actual potion in the bag too, and we will heal up. Luca, let's just check real quick. We have a Moo Moo Milk, which is way too much. So we'll just super. Oh, berry juice. That's 20, right? Yeah. We'll use the berry juice. Because Luca's only 18 points away from 100%. There we go. All right. We went to level 50 because we didn't want to be super over leveled for these. I had said, I think, in the previous episode that one of them has some level 60s. That is when we rematch. I misspoke. So in the first run, I think level 50 is the high of Lance. So though we're not really using a level cap, we kind of came in with sort of a level cap going here. So, all right, Glalie, we will not keep in our weak to ice type Danders because both ice and probably its crunch. There's Ice Beam, and we have seen what Ice Beam can do to our team. Thankfully, Luca eats that up. We will Calm Mind. We're probably not going to do the whole Calm Mind strat again. Let's see what else Glalie does to us. There's Hail. Let's just try one. We're super effective. Glalie is just an ice type. Excuse me. I think Glalie easy for me to say. I think Glalie should be ice and dark. All right, we took it down. There we go. What else we got coming at us? Cyndaquil. We will bring in Cruella, our water type. Now, if this were, Typhlosion, maybe we'd be a little bit more concerned. I mean, we're still water, we're still 6 levels higher, but Cyndaquil, not a threat to us. No reason not to evolve your starter there. Espeon. We don't have a dark type Pokemon, but we have a handful of Pokemon with dark type moves, and one of those is Sunday. And we're going to Belly Drum right off the bat. He goes for Future Sight, he being Espeon, he. What we're going to do is we're going to heal ourselves right after this because Belly Drum does half damage, but our strength essentially is maxed out right now. So now we'll heal ourselves up. And again, this is an extreme randomizer, so we're no level cap officially. We can heal in battle. So we are all good here. I think we take the Future Sight attack. No, we don't yet. So we're going to Amnesia just to raise our special defense a little bit. There's the Future Sight attack. I mean, we have decent special defense to begin with. Let's just end it. I don't think Future Sight will still hit us after the Espeon is gone. But there is the Espeon gone. And another level for Sunday. I would like to keep Sunday in because we use Belly Drum and our attack is maxed out. But Breloom is fighting type, and if we don't kill and it counters, It's just a risk I don't really want to take. If Future Sight does still hit, even after Espeon's gone, we're going to resist, and Fly is quad effective because it's grass and fighting type, so Breloom should be a one-shot. And then there's one more Pokemon in this specific battle. Alright, Future Sight still does hit, but we resist because we're also Psychic type. Skuntank, which is dark and poison. So, we will bring in Denny P67, Earthquake, super effective against the poison typing. And level 47, so we're not really too high levels here. Ooh, Night Slash, it's physical, so we should tank it fairly well. That was a crit. I was like, wow, maybe we don't tank it very well, but we tank it enough. And this should one-shot, right? It does. All right, Denny P67 takes down the Skuntank. And then there was Lance. We've gone through the 4 Elite Four trainers. We have the whole squad still with us. Can we make it through Lance? I think we can. I think we can. I think we will. We're obviously going to train, or not train that. We're going to heal up the entire team right here. Going to heal up the entire team. And yeah, we still have a super potion, right? Rather waste a super potion than a hyper potion for 11 points of damage. Alright, it's time to battle Lance. 6 Pokemon between us and championship status. 6 Pokemon. I don't know where 3 came from. 6 Pokemon between us and Kanto in its glory. Can we do it? Alright. Lance leads with a Bonsly, which I don't think is really going to have much of anything for us. It is Rock type, so we will use the special move. We'll get the paralysis. Hopefully I was going to say we might have got it in a spot where it won't heal, but I'm guessing the recoil damage, it will. So we'll take the opportunity to get the damage off. Debated restoring so that we're 100% for whatever comes in after it, but if we need to, we can always switch out. We've got options. It would not have healed other than the recoil damage, and it did a lot, 50 damage points to us. So, all right, Weedle. We are definitely not afraid of a Weedle. I wonder. I mean, if Lance beat the Elite Four with a Bonsly and a Weedle on his team, then obviously he deserves to be champion because kudos to him. But we're not afraid. A Spinda. We're not afraid of a Spinda. So far, so good. Let's set how about this do. It's normal typing, so we don't have super effective with Danders. We're only 1 level higher than wow. It did not do as much as that. Double Edge is stab. This could do a decent amount of damage to us. It did. So we will play it safe. I don't think Spinda has pursuit. There we go. We'll bring in Luca, our fighting type and steel type, so double edge won't do as much to us. Still did enough to make me just second guess myself for a moment there. Should I have healed? Alright, so Spinda wasn't a pushover, but wasn't a threat necessarily either. Somewhere in between. Luxray. Luxray would be scarier if we did not have Denny. AP67 on the squad. We do have done AP67 on the squad. It will outspeed us. But presuming we tank the crunch because it's physical and we're rock, that wasn't even a crit. Wow. Yee. We should one-shot. Earthquake is stab. Super effective. All right. One Pokemon to go. What is Lance's ace? Fur Alligator. We will throw out Bartlett. It might have Ice Fang, which would be super effective against us, but not Stab. Oh, sorry, 2 Pokemon to go. I said 1. All right, getting stronger as we go here. We will go Pedal Dance. This could open us up to an Ice Fang if it doesn't one-shot, but it is super effective. It did not go for Ice Fang. It's agility, so it might be able to sneak in another move before a second chance. Here, it goes for Crunch. We should be fine with Crunch. It'll do good damage, but it won't do enough. Pedal Dance takes it down. There we go. All right. 1 Pokemon left before we are the champion. And it's a Bayleaf. It is a Bayleaf. Now, this may sound ridiculous, but we don't need to heal up any of the Pokemon if we do this. Cruella has some super effective moves against Bayleaf. Bayleaf's moves would be just neutral against us. We will Poison Jab, which is arguably our strongest move. It did not kill, and it goes for Sweet Scent. It threw, didn't even try to take down Cruella. We're fine with that. No healing, we do it. We have done it. We have taken down the Elite Four. We have taken down Lance. We are the new champion. Or Lawrence? I thought it was Lance. I know there's a Lance in Gen 1. Has this been Lawrence the whole time and I've just always assumed it was Lance? Could be. Professor Oak congratulating us on the win. Mary wanting to interview. No, it is Lance. All right. Lawrence might just be because of the randomizer. That's fine. If that's the case, that is fine. We will let Lance bring us into the Hall of Fame. Sometimes I like to set my Pokemon so that when they go in the Hall of Fame, it's like descending order of height. So like the shorter Pokemon are in the front, the taller Pokemon are in the back. So it looks like a cool picture. We didn't do that coming into this. We didn't organize it in any way, shape, or form. We just led with our legendary. And there is the legendary. It's like a team recap for us. Danders Veladios, level 50 in the Hall of Fame. There is Cruella our Tentacruel, level 50, now also in the Hall of Fame. Denny P67, a Rhydon, level 50 in the Hall of Fame. Luca, the Lucario, also level 50. Now a Hall of Famer. This should be, it is Meganium A.K.A. Bartlett, also level 50. I think the only one that's not is up next, but Hall of Famer Meganium. And then finally Sunday, who joined the team when Protocon went down. Level 51 because of the experience share. Now a Hall of Famer. Let's see them all together. Boom! What a beautiful picture that is. The entire team together. Finally, we have completed the first part of this. Part 2 is Kanto. It does not take as long as Johto. A lot of the levels there are kind of weak. But we will see how much of Kanto we can do in tomorrow's episode, tomorrow being Thursday. And Friday's episode, maybe by Friday we can get ourselves a level 70 Pokemon. which would be great. And one thing I like to do is try to get the fishing rod as soon as I can, so that once you have the fishing rod, you can get some level 40 encounters rather than hitting the grass everywhere. There are some places we have to go grass, but wherever we can go fishing rod, we can get level 40s, all that kind of fun stuff. We'll deal with all that in Kanto. For the moment, we will celebrate the fact that we get through Johto. And I appreciate you all being along for the ride with me. Again, this is episode 21. This is where we're going to wrap up here. If you have enjoyed the series so far, if you are looking forward to Kanto, hit the like button down below, hit subscribe. If you want to be notified, you can hit the bell as well. And leave a comment and let us know what Pokemon in Kanto, so anything in Gen 4, it's a randomizer, but what Pokemon are you hoping that we encounter in Kanto? So somebody we don't already have, somebody you want to see maybe join the team in Kanto in the upcoming episode. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, until next time.